Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be making a part 2 of my trip to the Philippines. Yeah, in the beginning I will just say sorry for the noise, but we are here in the province and yeah, they're building things and I have my fan here because it's quite warm, but I'm enjoying it. But yeah, so we are going to talk about the travel requirements flying domestic, since it is very different from flying international, and it really depends on what final destination you have. For example, to Palawan, there is some specific categories you will have to get documents for. So if you are a returning overseas Filipinos, there is one list for that. If you are a resident, what they also call as a authorized person outside residence, then if you would stay for more than 7 days, there is one, and then less, there's another, and also for LSI, locally stranded individuals. So in my case, I am a resident here, so I will speak more about that. So with that said, there is no tourist allowed to come here as of now. So basically, I arrived at Naya Airport on the Monday, and the following day I received my negative RT-PCR test on email. So I went down to the reception and they helped me to print out this confirmation, and also they took note that I could go out if I wanted to, for example, buy food. Also, you have to wear both face mask and face shield here in the Philippines, so this is something that you can get at 7-Eleven, which will be needed for the airport, definitely, because if you don't have a face shield or face mask, there is no entry. So the first thing from there was to book my flight to Palawan, and I went with AirAsia as my airline, since they are having scheduled flights. Cebu Pacific on Mondays, Philippine Airlines on Wednesdays, and AirAsia on Fridays. I could have went with Philippine Airlines on the Wednesday, but I chose to wait since I needed to receive the entry coordination before it, and I was informed that it could take from 1 to 2 days, and that would be a little bit tight, since I would know within 24 hours if my result was negative. And for me, it's better to be on the safe side, so that was what I went for. That meant that I would have to extend 2 days at the hotel in Manila, but it was all worth it for me. So what is a entry coordination? This is something that is a part of the travel requirements to come here to Puerto. So I really recommend that you see more information about your destination or province to meet the requirements that is needed to be allowed to enter. For me, it was a travel authority that you get from PNP, a negative RT-PCR test, swab test result that is collected within 72 hours. Also, proof of residential and request letter of intent. So when applying for the request letter of intent, you get this entry coordination that I was talking about. What I did to apply for the travel authority by PNP was to go to the nearest police station, and my facility was located in Makati area, so that's the place I went to, and it took me about 15 minutes, so it's very quick. And I am going to share some information that will make it even quicker because I had to print this out. Apparently you needed first swab test, a copy of that, your booking confirmation for the flight that you are going to take, and then you need passport or ID, a copy of it, and also the last one is proof of residential. So if you didn't have that, you can just go to the national bookstore, or you can ask the reception to help you with that. When this is completed, you will have to send an email to IMT with these documents attached, and they will reply to you with the entry coordination. And I was very blessed to receive it within the same day, since I knew that you might have to wait 2 days before getting a response. But yeah, so my flight was 8:50 in the morning, so I went there 4 hours and 30 minutes ahead, just in case, because there's a lot of safety procedures that needs to be done, and I respect that, and that's why I made sure to be there ahead. It's very different compared to how it usually is while traveling, so I made sure to do my part, do the research, and make sure that I can provide the documents that they need from me to help out. A small little tip from me that I wish that I knew before going to the domestic airport was that you should bring copies, 1 copy of the swab test results collected within 72 hours, of course, the entry coordination, travel authority, and ID passport. You usually just present the passport itself, but they actually need a copy of it. So yeah, after arriving here in Puerto Princesa, I was put in a 7-day quarantine at this hotel where they were checking up on us, and I am now in home quarantine for an additional of 7 days. So I am very soon to be out, and this has been quite of an experience. Hopefully this was a video that you enjoyed watching and that you find helpful, because that is my main purpose, to make you a little bit more prepared of how it can look like traveling during this time. I learned so much through it all. It was all worth it in the end. So this was everything about my journey, flying from Stockholm, Sweden to Puerto Princesa, Palawan, and I hope that you are all safe out there, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye!